Cassandra Complex. The Cassandra Complex refers to a situation where an individual's valid warnings or concerns are dismissed or disbelieved by others. God Complex. The God Complex is characterized by an unshakable belief in one's own abilities, authority, or infallibility. Individuals with a God Complex often believe they can do no wrong and may display behaviors associated with narcissism. Inferiority Complex. The inferiority complex is when an individual harbors feelings of inadequacy or inferiority, often leading to overcompensation in other areas of life. This complex can lead to low self-esteem and an excessive drive to prove oneself. Superiority Complex. The superiority complex is the opposite of the inferiority complex. It involves an exaggerated sense of self-worth and a belief in one's superiority over others. This can manifest as arrogance and dismissiveness towards others. Martyr Complex. The martyr complex involves an individual seeking out suffering or self-sacrifice to gain sympathy or validation from others. This complex often stems from a desire for attention or to fulfill a perceived duty. Messiah Complex. The Messiah Complex, also known as the Savior Complex, is characterized by the belief that one is destined to save others or solve their problems, often at the expense of their own well-being. Guilt Complex. The guilt complex involves an excessive preoccupation with feelings of guilt or responsibility for events, whether or not the individual is truly at fault. Persecution Complex. The persecution complex is when an individual believes they are constantly being targeted or victimized by others, even in the absence of evidence. This can result in heightened paranoia and defensive behavior. Napoleon Complex. The Napoleon Complex, often associated with short stature, is a psychological phenomenon where individuals compensate for perceived physical or other inadequacies. Hero Complex. The hero complex involves an overwhelming desire to be seen as a hero or savior. Individuals with this complex may go to great lengths, sometimes unnecessarily, to help others or perform heroic acts. Adonis Complex. The Adonis Complex refers to the obsession with body image. Individuals with this complex may have an excessive preoccupation with building muscle, maintaining a lean physique, or achieving an idealized physical appearance. Jonah Complex. The Jonah Complex is the fear of success or the fear of one's own potential greatness. It's characterized by self-sabotage or holding oneself back from achieving high levels of success due to anxiety about the responsibilities and expectations that come with it. Ego Complex. An ego complex involves an inflated sense of self-importance and a strong need for admiration and validation. People with an ego complex may struggle with criticism and often place their own needs above those of others. Mother Complex. The mother complex describes a strong emotional influence that a mother or maternal figure has on an individual's psyche. This can manifest in various ways, from overly dependent relationships to struggles with authority figures or difficulty forming independent identities. Father Complex. Similar to the mother complex, the father complex refers to the influence of a father or paternal figure on an individual's behavior and attitudes. This can result in feelings of inadequacy, authority issues, or need to live up to perceived expectations. Peter Pan Complex. The Peter Pan Complex describes individuals who are resistant to growing up or accepting adult responsibilities. They may cling to youthful behaviors and avoid commitments, such as career advancement. Prometheus Complex. The Prometheus Complex refers to a desire to challenge authority, take risks, or push boundaries in pursuit of knowledge, innovation, or power, often at great personal cost. Atlas Complex. The Atlas Complex involves a feeling of having to bear the weight of the world on one's shoulders. Individuals with this complex may feel responsible for the well-being of others and struggle with delegating tasks or asking for help. Pygmalion Complex. The Pygmalion Complex is associated with a desire to shape or mold others according to one's own ideals, often seeking to create a perfect version of someone. Diogenes Complex. The Diogenes Complex is characterized by extreme self-neglect, hoarding behavior, and a lack of concern for social norms. Individuals with this complex may isolate themselves and live in unsanitary or hazardous conditions. Elektra Complex. The Elektra Complex is an alternative spelling and conceptual variation of the Elektra Complex, emphasizing the role of identification with the mother and the internalization of maternal characteristics. Diva Complex. The Diva Complex involves an exaggerated sense of entitlement and self-importance, often accompanied by demanding or dramatic behavior. Individuals with this complex may expect special treatment and react strongly when their expectations are not met. Midas Complex. The Midas Complex is characterized by an obsessive desire for wealth, often to the detriment of other aspects of life. Tarzan Complex. The Tarzan Complex refers to a person's desire to live outside the bounds of society, often in isolation or in harmony with nature. This video is for educational or entertainment purposes only, and information provided in the video may be incorrect. Like the video if you found this video helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more such amazing videos.